Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for spending time with us today to explore our brand new 2025 Homapal Metal Laminates collection. Let's start today with a name you might remember, Deco Metal. It's recently been rebranded to Homapal, aligning globally to strengthen its identity as a premium metal solution for interior design. Homapal is a leading global manufacturer of real metal and magnetic laminates. For decades, Homapal has specialized in producing authentic metal surfaces using traditional craftsmanship combined with advanced technology, bringing a level of depth, texture, and realism to the market. Now, what hasn't changed is what's always made it special: real metal surfaces in laminate form. We're talking about brushed brasses, oxidized coppers, industrial steels, and richly textured designs. The kinds of materials that instantly bring drama and refinement to vertical applications. But this update today is more than just a new name. It's really about recognizing how design today crosses brands, regions, and material categories. With this rebrand, you can clearly see how Homapal fits into the bigger picture, alongside Formica, Phoenix, and ARPA, as a part of our global material library built for today's interiors. Altogether, this portfolio gives you more ways to create cohesive, functional, and beautiful material stories. And with the rebrand, we're excited to introduce 12 new metal designs that expand the Homapal offering and speak directly to today's design trends. Design today continues to move towards honest materials, those that feel genuinely authentic and grounded. When we researched these 12 new Homapal decors, we worked directly with the commercial interiors community, designers, architects, and specifiers, to understand where metal design is headed and what is needed for commercial interiors today. Across the board, 3 directions were identified. First, simple metals, offering modern, neutral foundations. Next, handcrafted metals, bringing in a human artisanal touch. And lastly, deeply textured metals that play with light and shadow for added depth. Together, these themes shape the new Homapal collections, elements, gestures, and perspectives. Kicking things off with the Elements collection. The Elements collection celebrates the beauty of pure metal, brilliant, reflective, and full of energy. Inspired by bronze, silver, and gold, these decors represent fire, water, air, and earth. With their brushed finishes and dynamic play of light, they bring both warmth and sophistication to interior spaces. Let's start with our cross-brushed texture, and we're introducing this in 2 beautiful tones. First up is cross-brushed aluminum. What makes this texture special is that it's linen-like weave pattern that you see. It's not your typical linear brushed metal. This cross-hatching creates a softer, more sophisticated surface that diffuses light in a really interesting way. The silver tone is clean and contemporary, but that texture is what keeps it from feeling cold or industrial. And here's the same cross-brushed texture in gold tone. You can really see how the woven pattern catches the light differently in this warmer metallic. The richness of the gold is elevated by the texture, so it feels luxurious but still refined. Now we're moving from the cross brush texture to our classic brush finish with light brushed bronze tone. You'll notice the grain pattern is more directional here, less of the woven linen effect. This is one of those finishes that surprises people with its versatility. It pairs beautifully with wood tones, works as an accent or as a statement, and that brushed texture keeps it feeling refined without being too polished or industrial. Next is brushed aluminum gold tone. This brings that vibrant gold into the classic brush texture. Same directional grain pattern that we just saw in bronze tone, but here it really amplifies the richness and the warmth of the gold. It's a bold metallic with a refined linear finish. Now, a quick note here, these 2 additions of the brushed texture now spans 12 metal tones across the entire Homapal line. Today we're focusing on these 2, But if you're working on a project and thinking, I love this texture, but I might need something darker, or I need a cooler steel tone, we have pewters, brush, blacked aluminum, and more that are all available with the same finish. Look at your Homapal or Formica binders in your library to see the full collection. Moving to natural soft matte aluminum. Complete shift from what we've been looking at. This is a low reflective matte. So instead of catching and playing with light like those brush textures, this softly diffuses it. The result is a beautifully even, subtle silver surface. No shine, no drama, just refined simplicity. The sample will show you how different this reads compared to the metallic finishes. It's all about that gentle matte quality. Now we're moving into something really special, the Gestures collection. This is where we shift from standard finishes into the realm of artistry. Each surface in the Gestures collection is shaped by traditional metal finishing techniques, hand brushing, polishing, precision mechanical methods that require real expertise. The craftsmen at the Homapal factory are masters of their trade, and you can see that in every single sheet. No two surfaces are exactly alike because each one is a unique creation, transformed from raw material into refined design through skill and attention to detail. We're introducing Copper Crush to the Gestures collection. This is where you really see the craftsman hand at work. That dark copper tone is elevated by these swirling effects that create a richly layered, almost three-dimensional surface. The finishing process produces these expressive patterns. No two sections are exactly alike. Each sheet is special. Now let me introduce the Perspectives collection, surfaces that feel almost otherworldly. These finishes are imaginative, vibrant, and energetic. Each one draws you in with a unique allure that you can't quite look away from. The Perspectives collection celebrates the beauty of diversity and invites you to experience metal from new and unexpected points of view. It's all about discovery. In the Perspectives collection, we're introducing 4 new finishes in the Lava series. These surfaces are defined by their wave reliefs, organic, flowing patterns that create incredible visuals and tactile dimension. Starting with Lava Natural, this is a reflective aluminum with soft wave reliefs across the surface. The waves catch and redirect light in this really beautiful fluid way. The surface seems to move and shift depending on your angle and the lighting. Next is Lava Smoky Gray. This one takes those wave reliefs and adds a little more drama, a smoky gray layered over mirrored reliefs. Moving to Lava Copper Tone. Here the rippled surface is highlighted by warm copper tones. The copper amplifies the organic quality of those wave patterns. There's warmth and richness that makes the relief feel even more fluid and alive. And finally, Lava Gold Tone, a warm gold surface with those same natural wave-like motifs flowing across it. The gold brings vibrancy and energy. And finally, we're introducing the Cella series, a completely new texture that's bold and tactile. Cella adds real depth to metallic finishes, creating dimension and shadow that change how the surface reads in a space. Starting with Cella Copper Tone, this is a luminous copper shade, but it's softened and transformed by the Cella texture. You get that metallic warmth, but the texture creates a distinctly modern surface effect. And Cella Black, a deep black shade enriched by the Cella texture. Here the texture really emphasizes structure and dimension. The black reads as architectural and bold, but the Cella pattern adds layers of depth through shadow and relief. Just a few more pictures of some of our favorites from this introduction. Brushed aluminum gold tone, copper crush, light brush bronze tone, cross brushed gold tone, and Cella copper tone and Cella black. Here are all 12 new metals we're introducing. We've covered a lot of ground, from elegant cross-brushed textures and versatile brush finishes to the understated beauty of natural soft matte aluminum. We've explored the artisanal quality of our Gestures collection with copper crush, dove into the Perspectives collection with 4 lava finishes that bring organic movement and dimension, and introduced the new Cella texture in 2 striking colorways. This expansion gives you more ways to bring metallic innovation into your projects. And whether you need warmth, cool tones, subtle sophistication, or bold statements, these additions, along with the broader Homapal Metals collection, you really have the range and versatility to tackle any project. If you'd like help exploring samples, seeing full sheets, or talking through project-specific palettes, just reach out. We're here to collaborate and support however we can. Before we wrap up, I want to give you some context on Homapal, our sister company in Germany. They've grown from a specialist in real metal laminates to one of the world's leading manufacturers of high-quality specialty laminates. That growth has been guided by customer needs and evolving design trends, which is exactly what you're seeing in these new metal introductions today. What makes Homapal unique is the process. Each laminate is crafted using thin rolled foils of aluminum, copper, brass, or stainless steel. Proprietary embossing processes give every surface its distinctive texture and character, and the applications are incredibly diverse. Furniture, hospitality, retail, office, healthcare, and even marine environments. Wherever surface design is elevated through material innovation, you'll find Homapal metal laminates. Through continuous development of the metals and magnetic marker board collections, together we're giving our customers, you, endless possibilities for creativity and customization. And finally, before we wrap, I want to take a moment to zoom out. Formica is a part of a larger family of globally recognized surface brands under the Broadview Materials umbrella, including Fenix, ARPA, Trespa, Hearts & Kennedy, and Homapal. Together, we offer a shared vocabulary that spans design, finishes, and technologies, each with its own point of view, but united by innovation, sustainability, and intent. Thanks again for spending time with us today. We're really proud of what's in this new collection and even more excited to see how you'll bring it to life.